Welcome up to Double Down Media, our headquarters here as we get ready to do our next round cocktails today. I'm Jim Dunaway. I'll be the bartender. Kelly Hunter, Brittany Wagner with us as always. And we're going to start off a little differently today. We'll get into our usual questions, and the chat room will be open for all you guys to jump in with questions and such. And we've got a list of questions already sent in about Christmas and the holiday season coming up. Kelly's got a handful of questions, but you'll notice Brittany is decked in her Mississippi State gear today, and as we go live this afternoon, and some of you may watch this on a recorded version on our digital platforms, our thoughts and prayers are with Sharon and Mike Leach. Mike having that medical episode back on Sunday, and the entire sports world and really the entire Mississippi State family have been watching this closely, and everybody's been lifting them up in prayers. It's been an emotional time for your family, the Mississippi State family, Brittany.
Yeah. I just love Mississippi State so much, and I love the state of Mississippi so much. And I think in this moment of, fortunately for me, I've never been in that situation where I've worked at an institution and something like this has happened, while I've been there. But I think about just how traumatic that is for everybody. Like, someone's there one day and then the next day something like this happens. And, I think about Bracky Brett, and here you are, the interim athletic director, and now you're dealing with the players and just the trauma of, having to go through this when you're not expecting to have to go through it. And
most people think the season is over, but really it's not over.
They're there.
Yeah, no. They did a bowl practice on Saturday. Mike Leach was a big participant in the bowl practice on Saturday. And then on Sunday, this happens, and Zach Arnett's the interim coach. But, for some of the players, the reason they're in Starkville was because of Mike Leach, and they've lost some of them a father figure at this moment as he sits in the hospital in Jackson.
Yeah, you just think about Will Rogers, and just how to lead in that situation, for Bracky and for Coach Arnett, and I think about the counselors and just how to power through and lead and do the right thing and say the right thing and be the right thing for those players in this moment. And I just know it's tough. I also know that if any institution can do it, and if any group of people can do it, it's Mississippi State. I love them. I love Bracky Brett. I know that he has a heart of gold, and I know that he's gonna do the right thing. He's gonna say the right thing. He's gonna be the right guy for this. And that kind of makes me think, like, wow, he's the right guy for the season. And I have complete faith. Ann Carr, who's a wonderful, strong female presence, and will wrap her arms around some of those players in the exact right moment. So I know that that they got this. The state of Mississippi's got this. But man, my heart breaks for them. And and what a great personality.
But, Kelly, I'll bring you in the conversation because one thing about Mike Leach, a lover of life. Nobody laughed more in Power Five.
He enjoyed what he did.
Absolutely.
And because you see so many coaches as it being like it's a grind and it's done. You felt like he stopped and took time to enjoy it. The interesting thing is, this doesn't happen often. We don't suddenly lose coaches like this. And there's a lot of different things going around right now, different conversations about his health and what's been going on.
Yeah, the official word, he's critical condition as we do this in Jackson, Mississippi at the hospital, yes.
But his health leading up this fall, there's talk about that. So you have to imagine that there may have been some things in place, some conversations, but rarely do we lose a head coach of any sport where all of a sudden he's gone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think always, Mike was always one of those fun guys to interview. So when you talk about Mike Leach, you have these unbelievable comments because he's so well read and doesn't spend 24 hours a day doing football.
Right.
He enjoys a lot of other things. So if I start with you, Brittany, and say, tell me one Mike Leach story, memory, encounter, something you have with Mike Leach, what would it be?
I think for me, his soundbite, and he's had it 3 or 4 times. The first time I ever heard the soundbite was when he was at Washington State, and he was asked, one of the reporters was like, hey, I'm about to get married. And oh my gosh. And then now he's had it a couple times. He just recently had the same encounter this season. But I love his response to that question. I went back and watched them last night, those sound bites, just because, he's always like, well, it sounds like I'm too late, and then he just goes into how, in the one with Washington State, he goes into like how, okay, let me just tell you, every female will lose their mind. Like your mom's going to lose her mind. Your fiance is going to lose. Every female is going to lose their mind. And at some point, like somebody's going to be super mad about the color of the invitations, or somebody's going to. And he was like, and the best advice I have for you is just get the hell out of the way, man.
Yeah, just let them do it. Yes.
Yes. And he was like, and then when you do that, they're going to come back and say you don't care, which is true. You don't care, but you can't ever say you don't care. And he just goes into this whole, and it's just so funny. And meanwhile, he's on a football field.
Right.
And it's just like, I think that's the thing that I appreciate about him the most is most coaches are like 100% a coach. They've got that cookie cutter coach speak answer, and that's all you get out of them. It's like this one-sided personality. And for him, if you would have never known the man coached football, because he never talked about football. He was always talking about something else. And yeah, that I just, the sound bites are, whew.
This is next round cocktails. We'll get into some of our usual conversations in a moment. But from you worked in the same business I did for a long time as a sportscaster. Mike Leach was always a great soundbite, whether he's at Texas Tech, Washington State, or at Mississippi State.
Well, I remember talking to him years ago, back when I was on Jackson. Ray Mellick and I were going to talk to him. I forget what. And Ray goes, "Hold on a second, because I'm gonna throw something out there." Okay. And so Mike comes on. He's like, "Man, have y'all ever had frozen blueberries?" And starts in on frozen blueberries that he's eating. And then Ray goes, "Let's talk about Pirates."
Oh,
I don't think we ever got into football. And so the quote I found this because I was like, he said, this is Mike Leach. "I ought to have Mike's Pirate School. The freshmen, all they get is a bandana. When you're a senior, you get the sword and skull and crossbones. For homework, we'll work pirate maneuvers and stuff like that." This guy loved pirates.
Yeah.
He did.
I've heard that like in team meetings, the players would have to be like, "Coach, game plan
Focus.
Saturday, like focus, coach," because he would get off on these rants about pirates.
But again, he was someone who enjoyed, and he enjoyed the platform that he had, and he enjoyed being able to just be. If you talk about a coach being himself, I feel like what we saw with him is what we got. Yeah, like that was who he was.
He stands on the sidelines with, this is his playbook. This is his call sheet. Yeah, it's smaller than this, and he sits there and he calls, one of the more creative offenses in the 20th and 21st century.
Yeah, and I remember
off a card.
Rockstar was here with us last time talking about how he, y'all were doing an interview with him, and he was like, "How long do we have?" And Rockstar's like, "Like 45 seconds. I'll put you." He goes, No, let's talk. Rockstar was like, "Oh, okay, coach. What you want to talk about?" But that was him. And if you had maybe considering an 8-minute interview, go ahead and plan the next block that he's going to hold over the phone. But I know you've had some great encounters.
Oh, absolutely. Every interview I've ever seen of him, I've absolutely loved. And, I have not always been, trumpeting him as the greatest coach in the world. I think Mississippi State's a place where you can win championships. And, I don't know if his style of play can eventually get you a championship in the SEC, but I admire the guy for a variety of reasons. And when this news broke, I had just gotten back in town after being out of town on a trip. And I was thinking to myself, Mike Leach loves his Key West home so much. And he, at age 61, probably wanted to, he was planning days on how many more days until he was going to spend, the rest of his life in Key West, or, was looking forward to his next trip down to Key West after signing day or for Christmas or something. And it just was a reminder, none of us are guaranteed the next day. And you may have this great dream to be a football coach, but also live in Key West and, have a family, and his kids are now bedside with him and his wife Sharon's with him bedside. But every moment you just need to embrace that moment and just enjoy life. And I'm guilty more than anybody about getting so caught up in what's next or what's this or to get through this so I can do this, and never appreciate the moment. And he always seemed like wherever his feet was, whether it was on the football practice field or in the sand in Key West. I mean, I had friends at Key West who said, "I swear, I think I just saw Mike Leach on a bike riding with a to-go order like he was door dashing at Key West." And we had him on one time and he goes, "Oh, absolutely. I get on my bike every morning and I ride and I forget what he was riding down to get at a coffee shop. But every morning he gets on his bike and he goes to the coffee shop. He's just Mike Leach, just one of those special human beings." And we'll continue to think of Sharon and the kids and the entire Mississippi State family as they go through this time and this period in football. This is Next Round Cocktails. It's brought to you every week by our friends right here with Next Round Cocktails. And this week we're drinking the Semi Pinot Noir 2019.
It's very nice.
A
It is
bright red cherry and plum, and followed by the hints of the toasted oak and the
colors.
earthy notes.
Oh, it's
Oh,
It
yeah.
does. It's got
See?
I did-
I am like decked out
I
too. You can't
know.
see it, but I have my bracelet, Mississippi State
Earrings.
bracelet. I have my earrings. Like I'm like, today's the day. I'm going all in.
As it should be. I know.
All in for the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are with the
Yeah.
little maroon.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
our glasses are color maroon today.
Yeah.
And as always, by Blakelee's Bouquet, BlakeleeBouquet.com. That's where Shelby and Edward call home, and they are locally owned, and they are the best when it comes to your floral arrangements, whether it's the traditional or contemporary bouquets, customizations. They do anniversaries, they do new baby gifts, they do birthday flowers, same day delivery in Birmingham and beyond, which sounds like they go intergalactic, but I like that. Birmingham and beyond. They do wedding flowers, funerals. They'll do it all at Blakelee'sBouquets.com right in Homewood. And Shelby actually sent me this shirt. We have a Fade Dunaway shirt because I'm horrible at gambling. And I guess Shelby's horrible at gambling too.
Nice. Okay.
Because she fades Shelby now. So we're fading
Nice.
Shelby today on all of our picks. I got a list of Christmas questions that were sent in
Okay.
from our listeners. Let's run quickly through these. And then Kelly has some we'll get to. And you can always jump into the chat room as well and join the conversation on Next Round Cocktails today. We are live, and we'll get back to some more of these details in a second.
Okay. So one thing I want to say that people have said, Brittany and I cannot see the questions that are on, like when people are watching it,
Right.
and you and I cannot see the questions, nor can we see the comments.
It's like game show.
No.
Because my daughters last week were like, did you see where someone was asking Brittany to marry them?
Someone was asking me
And
to
I
marry them.
said-
How big was the ring?
I said, no. I think that my girls were like, no.
Who
So I
was
said,
it?
Brittany, will you marry me? And they just thought
I
that was
ignored them. Are
hilarious.
they like still crying over me ignoring them?
But I just wanted to let anyone who might be
Or did they move
Yeah.
on?
because they're like, how can they not know? I'm like, you and I don't see.
We don't.
You can see.
Well, we do have a big screen for you if you want to.
I don't.
You can see that.
Oh,
Okay,
now.
okay,
Oh,
that's
cheers
where they
to the
pop up.
See, that's not
pirate.
usually turned. That's usually
No, yeah, we
away
usually
from us.
don't see these.
So-
Sometimes I probably might not want to see the comments,
Yeah.
but
But there you go, Jason.
but that's a good one. Thank
Cheers
you,
to the
Jason.
pirate. We
Yes.
raised one up for
Cheers
the
to
pirate
the
today,
pirate.
Mike Leach.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank
I
you,
wonder if
Jason.
he was a red wine drinker, or is a red wine drinker.
I don't
I
know.
don't know either.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't even know if he drank.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Remember,
All
he
right.
didn't like coffee.
All right, so here we go.
We
We
do
roll
that.
through these
Yes.
questions sent in by you guys, and I didn't write down the names, so I apologize for the names. We wanted this to be sort of fast paced. It is the Christmas season. A lot of guys who are watching 13 days from Christmas, and a lot of the men who are watching this have not bought any gifts for their wife, girlfriends, daughters, sons, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm right there with them.
I
So,
haven't
you
really
haven't
bought that many. Either.
Really? Like my wife is done, like in
No.
wrapped.
No,
She's done in wrapped.
no.
And I have not even looked at hers yet.
Not in the
So
yet. Started.
one guy wanted to know lingerie or pajamas for
For
a
his-
Christmas gift
for his wife?
For his wife, lingerie or pajamas. I have a theory on this.
Will she be opening this in front of others, like children?
It did not
aunts?
say.
Because I'm thinking if it's just you two opening the gifts, maybe that's okay.
Right.
But if the whole family's going to be there, I don't know.
Good
I
point.
think you go with jammies.
I think you go both. Why
Yeah.
can't she have both?
She is a queen. She deserves
both.
She deserves both.
She can have the lingerie when it's time for that, and then she
Right.
can have the nice little cutesy pajamas when it's time to be
See,
wholesome.
that was my theory. As I wrote him back, I was like, lingerie seems to be for me. It's a gift to me.
right.
You're just
selfish.
you're just opening it.
Well, and also
Yeah.
it's on for how long? I mean, lingerie.
Yes,
it's like
yes.
Yeah.
so. I know.
PJs are like Maggie Dunaway enjoys a good pair of PJs. She loves to
too.
lounge around in those.
I do too, but I'll say my PJs are gone too soon too, not because of man's taking them off, but because I sweat so badly that I end up like
Yes.
just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I know. I've
Yeah.
also found that, and somebody had told me this, that as your children get older, you start sleeping more in clothes because you don't quite know who's going to be there at night and who's going to be there in the morning in terms of like, oh, it's 7:30 and I already have 8
Kids.
children in
Oh,
my house,
see?
like people that are not mine. So yeah, no, I sleep in more
Oh.
like clothing workout attire now.
Not me, man.
I sleep
Basketball
in
shorts, and that's
clothes.
about it. For
I mean,
me.
I
It's good to
go
okay.
to sleep in clothes, but I wake up and they're all on the floor.
Well, that's a whole that's a aging. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah,
It's
Drive
good.
I know.
So I think both, dude. Don't be cheap.
No,
Don't
Get
be
both.
cheap. Get both. Gift cards. You like them or you hate them?
Okay. I I think it depends. I like them if it's a person that's terrible gift giver.
Right.
Which there are those people.
I would rather get a gift card than just
Than like
some piece of shit that
a ceramic squirrel from Dollar General.
Exactly. Or
Like
Yeah.
like if you're
some fuzzy socks with like grippers on the bottom. Just I'll take the $5.
right. So I think you need to know yourself. If you're a shitty gift giver, then the gift card would be great. However, I'm a shitty gift card holder because I will not ever use the darn thing.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So
I have
you're
like
actually great for the business because they love people that
Yes,
buy
yeah,
gift cards
yeah.
and then never use the gift
I
cards.
have in a whole envelope in a drawer full of gift cards that I've had for years.
Wow.
I forget and I never.
You know, I'm not good at using them. Sometimes I'll even have them in a wallet or car and go in
Yeah.
there and I'm like, God, does it seem cheap if I'm using this gift card? That's so stupid to get over that, right?
Yeah.
And
I should get
sometimes you're
over
like, it was thoughtful of them to give me the $5 gift card, but I'm not ever going to be like,
that. Yes.
can you take the $5
$5
off? Or you're like,
Yeah.
at Starbucks, that might not even cover your drink.
Oh,
you're
it won't.
still going to owe
Yeah.
$2.50. Or
Yeah.
something. So
Yeah.
gift
But-
cards are,
Now I'll say this: if it's like a Lululemon gift card for a large amount,
Right.
I mean,
So,
It's got- I'm
it,
gonna
it would
use
need to
that
be a
one.
large amount.
I might
yes.
use that
Yeah,
one, but
Absolutely. But gift
But the
cards, I
rest
think, are
of
good
them-
for guys like me because I am
Yeah.
a shitty gift giver. I'm not good. I'm not
yeah, but I don't think it's romantic or like
no, unless you say, so let's say it's a mom and you say, I'm going to watch the kids. You go and use this. You go and you go enjoy the shopping experience and I will take care of
Yes.
them and you go enjoy your day.
that would be a good idea, Jim,
Right.
to do like a board, like have some catchy like lines and have a bunch of gift cards, like
Oh, wow.
a gift card basket, you
Yeah.
know, and like have a tree or get one of those things that has the clothespins on it or
Right.
whatever, and clothespins like a bunch of gift cards, and then let her have a shopping spree.
Just
Oh.
yeah, and then, but like, you know,
That's
hey,
a good idea.
or it's like, you go, I'm going to straighten up the house. I'll start the washer and
Yeah.
dryer. I'll do this. You go and enjoy your afternoon. That's where I think, at least for maybe a mom with kids or even, any woman who was
Yeah.
like, you're going to take care. Okay, you do that. And I'll just go do this. And that sounds lovely.
Yeah. Sometimes that maybe just go sit in the car with a nice bottle of wine
By yourself.
and not
Yeah.
even crank the car. Just sit there and close the door
That's
and
right.
have the
Just-
silence.
Just like,
Speaking of which, Brittany going
Speaking
for
of which,
Yeah.
I've already finished my glass.
Keeping the pour
just go
going.
stare at
It's been
the
a
wall.
day, y'all. It's been a day.
It's been a day. It's been a Monday.
So
Been a Monday.
again,
I'm going
I
to tell
think-
you, I don't think we have wine bottle number 2, so
Oh.
we can only go so deep
All
on
right,
this.
I'll
But
sit down.
I think gift cards are conditional. I think you can do it the right way and you can also do it the wrong way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great
Okay,
advice
sorry.
on the gift card. I like that.
That's what we do.
Live tree, fake tree. Do you guys? I used to be a live tree guy, and then I got lazy, and I like the fake tree that is already pre-lit.
Oh yeah, me
we
too.
paid extra price, more.
That'll save a marriage right there.
Yeah, and now you just pop that thing out, and the lights are on it, and then we hang our own personal ornaments and stuff. That's
You
the way
could,
to
you
go.
could literally just take that downstairs fully decorated. Like
Yes.
if you two carried it, just put it downstairs in the basement. Next year, bring it back up.
Yeah.
I would never even take it
Right.
down.
Plug it in, ready to go.
Mine's pre-lit, fake. I got a new one a couple years ago, and now because used to the pre-lit ones, you had to like find the cords, and it was like a whole.
Yes.
You needed to have an electrical engineering degree to figure out how to get the damn lights to come on. And mine now, it's like I don't know how it works. It's like some kind of weird shit. Like it just lights. Like when you put it up, it lights, and I'm like, how does it even know that that's what it's supposed to do?
No, those.
I don't know. It's weird.
No. Unfortunately, my family still does a live tree, and I'm
Oh,
not
really?
involved in it at all.
Do y'all like go chop it down?
I
and,
don't
like-
know. Again, like I came home from soccer last weekend, and the tree had showed up. However, the tree was there, but then it's like,
Mom, do something with this.
Yeah. See, it seems like a northern thing.
Yeah.
The family go and chop the tree. Do we do that really in
I
the
don't
South?
know.
Is that a
I'm
thing?
sure there are
together?
places where you can do it. We could probably scroll. We could probably scroll for 60 seconds on Facebook and find a place to do it. But my family just goes to a tree lot. I don't give a shit about the tree. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we need a taller one or a fuller one. That one looks fine. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's
Maggie,
just another thing to water, man.
my wife ends up decorating the tree every year.
You don't help?
Usually, I don't help. Usually,
Oh.
Usually she does it
Do
on
you
a
do it
football
wrong,
Saturday or
is it-
Sunday. I
Mm.
probably do it wrong.
Well, no, that's why.
What Kelly is saying, everything I do wrong, Maggie does it by herself, right?
Well, no, because because there are certain things where it's like some women are like, this is my tree, and
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't either.
Kids, this is all y'all put the ornaments wherever you want them.
Now I do have some ornaments that are in a separate little thing, and those are the ornaments that need to go on the back. Wink, wink. Like all the ones
Yes.
Kennedy made in kindergarten. You know,
They're
I'm
on
like,
the tree still,
Kennedy,
honey.
put those in the back.
It's
She's
looking a little
like,
bare
why?
back there.
I'm like, because they're so pretty that I want the
Patchy.
neighbors to see them.
Exactly.
Shelby's watching us from Blakelee's Bouquets,
Hey,
BlakeLee'sBouquets.com.
Oh, hi.
She likes the shirt. She gave it to me. She should like it. And
Yes.
it does fit. I gave her a hard time the other day that she bought it too small, but I squeezed into it today. I went on a diet at the Floribama just to get into it.
It's a liquid diet, I heard.
A liquid diet.
Yeah, it was
How
a
are you
liquid
feeling?
diet. I'm feeling better. I'm, a little hair of the dog today.
Yeah.
Getting back in it. BlakeLee'sBouquets.com, BlakeLee'sBouquets.com, your traditional contemporary bouquets. They do weddings, they do funerals, they do new baby gifts, birthday gifts, anniversaries. They'll do it all, and they do it year round. Wonderful folks there. Same day delivery in Birmingham and beyond. Shelby and Edward, a dynamic duo over there. They'll take care of you. And today we're drinking the Semi from Sonoma County, Pinot Noir. It is right here. It is part of our continuing wine series here on the Next Cocktails Show. You can get this red cherry and plum. Are you tasting that in this?
Sure.
No, but
Whatever they tell
still
me,
good.
whatever they tell me, I am
So
tasting.
you guys are not really
Yeah.
big.
Are you
Well,
supposed to
big wine.
smell
As
and
we're sitting
swish?
here in
I
our,
am, but I don't ever taste the things they tell me I'm supposed to
in
taste.
our aromatic glasses that are
Unless it's chocolate. Then I'm like,
ergonomically
I taste
designed
that.
Yeah, I did open it up and let it breathe a little bit.
well, thank
Little
you.
toasted oak and earthy notes as well. It's the Semi Pinot Noir. Get it locally here, and we appreciate the fine folks at the Next Round Cocktails
Yes.
all over the place with their specialty drinks as well.
I forgot to tell you. So I was over in Atlanta last weekend for soccer, and I got to stay with my parents. And my dad was like, "You know who I really like? I like Jim."
Oh,
So my dad.
I'm back on the show.
My dad's a big fan.
One more
whenever-
time here in
whenever
2022.
Jim is behind the bars.
Because I asked the weird, awkward
No,
questions.
Big Mike loved it. He was like, that guy knows what he's doing back there.
Here's a Big Mike question.
Okay.
He'll like this one. Have you ever kissed Santa under the mistletoe? This comes from Jim in the other room. I give you this question.
You gave us this question?
Yes, this is for me. Have you ever kissed Santa under the mistletoe?
No, because if anyone knows what that is like on Christmas Eve, trying to put together all the toys for your kids,
You
don't want to kiss Santa. You want to punch him in the face because he forgot the batteries, or he's not putting it together fast enough, or he's being too loud, or something is not going well.
little Grinchy over here.
I know. No, I remember when I was 16. My younger sister's 6 years younger than me, so I was 16, and my mom was like, "We're going to see Santa." I'm like, "I don't want to go see Santa." We're going to see Santa, and we're standing there in line, and we had to get dressed up, and I was like, and we took the picture, and later I go, "That is inappropriate for me to be sitting on Santa's lap at this point." That's why I don't want to go see Santa anymore, because I was like, Santa seemed a little too willing. Like, come on in the sleigh, girls.
Yeah, Santa was excited.
Room right here for you.
Right here on this
Go
side.
over there, but 16, I was like, that just gets to
Then was
be-
he like, kiss me on the cheek, little girl?
I said, this is the last year. She can go by herself if she really wants to go see Santa.
Have you ever kissed Santa?
Yeah, or
I-
Mrs. Claus.
I
or
kissed Mrs. Claus before
Aw.
under the mistletoe.
That's sweet.
The rare time she's helped Santa with the deliveries, it's always really good.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of you for being with us. A couple of folks jumping in. Jason wants to know, do you guys ever do the elf thing with your kids?
Oh my God.
Uh,
I was talking about that this morning.
Can I just tell you that even now, empty nesters, this year I brought those things out, and I've been doing them to Maggie. So they've been like
That's really sweet.
in the dryer, in the freezer. And the first one scared the heck out of her, and because I had it rigged up when she opened the freezer part, they came falling out, and she's like, oh, and first it made her sad because the kids weren't small anymore.
Yeah.
And now it's become funny because I put them in some special places, some adult places.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that can just
That's
stay
cute.
between you and Maggie as to where you
So
put
we
your own.
do the elf thing. It's one of those things that I regret not enjoying more. But
Yeah.
I'd come home from work, late night
Man.
news, and she'd be like, "Dadgummit, the elves haven't done anything yet. Make the elves do something."
I used to have an alarm on my phone to remind me, because it was like my biggest fear was like I was going to screw the whole elf thing up. And then, so I had an alarm that would go off to remind me to, handle the elves.
Danny's first time viewer. Danny, thanks for being with us today.
Oh,
Ask
hi.
us a question, anything. Is this the Next Round Cocktails? Kelly Hunter, Brittany Wagner, they're here every week. I'm just the guest to be here with you this week.
I was going to say, so when my oldest daughter was about 3 or 4, I guess, I explained the concept. This elf has showed up.
Yeah, you can't touch it.
Santa brought him.
Yeah.
He reports back to Santa.
That's right. Gotta be good.
She picked up the elf. She walked to the front door and she threw it out. And I'm like,
Oh.
and the elf never came back.
Yep.
So when my younger three were like, why don't we have an elf? I'm like, because your older sister threw him out the front door.
Oh my God.
And they never came back.
That's
So
right.
that's what happens if you mistreat elves. And that actually was a great problem solver for me as a parent.
That's so good. You
Yeah.
never had to do that.
Never. The elves
Oh,
never
I
came
would
back.
be like YouTubing, like, because you run out of ideas, man.
Well,
After
that's
a
the thing
minute,
is you
I'm
see
like,
all the stuff that these parents do, and you're just like,
zip lining.
Oh my
Elves would be
gosh.
zip lining through the.
how much Adderall did you take this morning? Like
Yeah.
just okay.
Little tip: the ceiling fan's always fun. They can be
Yeah.
swinging from the ceiling fan. They can be mountain climbing the tree.
Mine
They
got
can be,
lost in
chopping
a
wood in the log.
toothpaste thing one time. Like mine tried to brush its teeth.
Yeah, it can be messy
It was,
all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah. So I always like it when it mess up. Shelby, back with us, Blakelee Bouquet. Do you guys hide the pickle ornament in your tree?
We do. We've got a pickle.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't know what
I
the
don't
heck
even know
you
what
guys
this
are talking
is.
about.
What are you talking about? Is this
I,
a
I am familiar with the game.
This
Hide
is
the
another
pickle.
holiday?
Pickle
Different one.
ornament.
Different
Hide
one.
the
Different
pickle?
one, not with Miss Claus.
Why
But
would you
it's
want to hide the pickle?
It's a pickle ornament. Like it's it's just a
Y'all didn't get my joke.
pickle ornament, and
Oh, I got it.
you hide it on the tree, and like the kids will do it still. Like they'll go hide it, and then you have to go and find it. So
Oh.
I don't know if it's a German cause I don't know.
You hide it like every day, or like
You
you just
can.
hide it once?
You can do it, either one. You can like my kids will hide it like when they're playing. They'll like go and hide it on the tree, and then they all
Like
come
hide
out
and
have to
seek
find
with the pickle.
Charles agrees with you guys.
Wink, wink.
Different.
I don't want a pickle
Different.
that is so
No.
small I have to find it.
Exactly.
Okay,
It
moving
takes
on.
that long to find it. Exactly.
So if some people like to be, prefer to be home for the holidays, they write songs about home for the holidays,
home
right?
For the holidays.
But if you could spend a week covering Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but a whole week around them, anywhere in the world,
Ooh.
where would it be?
Gosh, I'd have to say just because we live in Alabama, probably somewhere where it snows.
Where you're guaranteed snow.
Somewhere where
Yeah.
you can like on Christmas Eve, you can sit there and look out big glass windows and watch it snowing and see snow and then in the Christmas morning waking up to snow.
Well, my daughter's in Times Square right now. It's her first big girl trip where
Yeah.
she planned it. She paid for it. Her and 3 friends.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And so they got cheap flights. I was like, there's no way that's a legit flight for the price they paid. But they did.
$34 and they're sitting
Yeah.
in a jump seat somewhere.
Yeah. So they got really cheap flights up. They made it. They're staying in a VRBO in Brooklyn, a real hipster place.
Yeah.
And so far it's going great.
That's
But it
awesome.
was snowing last night. So here's 4 Alabama girls in Times Square. I mean, it was flurries. I don't even think it was
But
sticking,
still,
a Southern term, sticking. And they're dancing around. It's snowing. I'm sure the New Yorkers are like, who the hell are
Yeah.
these rednecks?
what are y'all
Look
on?
at those Southern
Good
people.
gracious. But no, I mean, that's just me. I think
Yeah.
some people are like, oh, I'd love to be, at the beach with my feet in the sand, waking up.
No. I think Switzerland.
Like
somewhere that's like
Montana,
very
Vancouver,
winter wonderland-ish,
picturesque,
or
yeah.
Montana, like somewhere where it's just like it is Christmas.
Right.
It's like the quintessential Christmas. Like you got the hot chocolate and the snow and the mountains and the smell of
I don't know. What about you?
Patrick's listening in Chicago. He says,
Oh,
no
oh,
snow
Chicago.
yet, says Patrick.
I heard there is like, what is it? It's going to be northeast. There's a chance of.
My cousin lives in Chicago, and they always have like they'll send pictures, and it's like so beautiful and white and like.
Well, I try to
Yeah.
tell my friends up north that it's different here, though. If it snowed here, it would shut things down. People wouldn't be able to
It's
go from
tragic,
house
yeah.
to house.
Yeah.
Right.
Santa may not be able to make it down here.
No.
No.
We don't have snow machines.
I don't even remember the last time we've had a white Christmas.
No, but remember it was
It's been a
5 years ago, like this past week, where we had that beautiful one day of snow and then it was gone by that night.
Yeah.
That's the way I love snow. But we all got, I think everybody probably took the picture of their Christmas tree
right.
with the snow falling in the background.
Because it never happens. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
I've got
Like you're like, okay.
two
Something
more.
just popped
Two more
up,
real
but I
quick.
didn't see it.
Yeah, this is from Bifo. She said, would you rather have a private chef for all your meals or a personal driver car service for you and your family?
Oh, a chef all day long.
See, I think so too.
Ooh, yes. Come on in, cook all the stuff. Because we're not going anywhere. My family doesn't go anywhere. Like we're the card playing, board game playing, like
Wait, in just
football
life?
watching. No, for Christmas, I'm assuming. Or she
No,
mean
yeah.
like just
Oh,
life?
in life. I was like, in
Anytime.
life.
Still, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If that
Personal
was a
chef.
gift for 1 year, if I won the lottery, I was going to gift you guys
Personal
a
chef.
personal chef or a car service for a year for all your family members. Which would you prefer?
I'm going car
chef.
service because there's 6 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
and
you're
that's
at
all
the
you
age
do.
where you're driving them all to
And a
practices.
personal chef is not going to mean shit for a bunch of 11-year-olds. Okay.
Right.
They're like corn dogs, and I'm like, I was gonna do duck confit, and they're like, no, corn dogs. So no, that we need a driver would be much better for us.
Yeah. I
No.
do,
Yeah.
not to name the sponsorship, they're not one of our sponsors, so I can say it. I have not gone into Chick-fil-A since my son turned 16, and that's been almost 2 years because there were so many Chick-fil-A trips when they were kids that they always wanted to eat freaking Chick-fil-A. So as soon as the last one was out of my car, I have not gone in there because not that I don't love it. I love it. I just don't go in there because I've eaten it so much for 16 years.
You're in recovery still.
That's right.
I know.
That's right.
I get. That's how I feel
Cleansing
about.
my palate.
That's how I feel about ketchup because I feel like at some point I'm gonna be like, we're not gonna have ketchup in the house for a while.
Dude, I would so go the personal chef. That would be
Oh my God, can you imagine?
And not even
I
not even
can't
telling what I
imagine.
want. He just tells me what he's cooking me tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to make the decisions.
That's
I don't
right.
want to buy the groceries.
That would be nice.
I don't like just whatever. I'll eat it, dude. Handle it.
Pastor Dave used to call in when Brown and I were back on the AM days. So you remember Kelly back on Jocks as well. Thank you, Pastor Dave. And don't forget our Next Round store for all of you in the chat room, nextround.store. You can get all the great gear. And in 2023, we got to get the Next Round Cocktails t-shirt up and rolling, right?
I
I
know.
like your hat.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you.
I know. I like the murdered out one that you had too. I know.
Yeah.
And then I went back to ask, Reed if he's like, we don't have any more.
It
of
was a
those.
special.
I know.
Sold
You
out
wore
pretty
it
quick.
and it sold out.
Exactly.
Sold out really quick.
I know.
And the Fade Shelby shirts from our friends at Blakelee's Bouquets, blakeleesbouquets.com. Traditional contemporary bouquets and also the great wines. The makers of Next Round Cocktail also providing us with this wine. It's the Semi from 2019, a Pinot Noir that we're drinking today.
Pre-COVID.
It is fantastic. So thanks to all our sponsors. It's been such a fabulous year. I am done with my questions. I'm going to skip my last one. Kelly has a couple.
Yes, I do. Because as things happen to me throughout the course of the week, I will think of them. I'm like, I wonder if this is a coincidence for other people. So one question I had was, have you ever been somewhere and you swear you see someone famous or someone of note, and then a couple days later it turns out that yes, they were here, for some odd particular reason. Yes, that was actually it's like you were saying, with Mike Leach, people see him riding a bike in Key West.
Well, while you think of yours, I would tell you that Mike Dubberly, who is with Fox 6, used to be a sportscaster. Now he's the morning anchor. We would never really see famous people, but local people, sportscasters get to stadiums so early for your 5 o'clock live shot, and then the game doesn't kick off till 7 o'clock. So you got 2 hours to kill. And we'd be on the field watching warm-ups, and we would have a tradition. We would turn and look into the stands, and we'd be like, right there, row 7. That's a poor man's Brad Pitt right there. And we'd look, and it was like, just a slightly
to entertain ourselves. Yeah.
A slightly greater value Brad Pitt, like Brad Pitt with one bad eye or something.
Exactly.
Like Brad Pitt got broken on the conveyor belt.
Right.
He got kicked off to the island of unfit toys or something.
You were this close.
Yeah,
this close, pal.
Oh, there's poor man's Julia Roberts. And you see Julia Roberts, and she was not quite a pretty woman, but she was
from a
woman.
distance. Yeah, she looked okay.
Yeah, she did look okay. So that never really real encounters for me, except when we went to watch Auburn and Florida State in the national championship game, and LT's notorious at getting us to go on adventures. And LT's adventures always start out, it only costs us all $100 a head. Yeah. And then when we gather at the car, he's like, hey, the car is a little bit more than I thought. It's going to be $175 a head. Mm-hmm. And then we get to the hotel, hey, they had to upgrade us. It's only going to be $275 a head. Well, we had to do bottle services. By the end of the night, it is more than you can ever imagine. Yeah. So we're in the bungalow in Santa Monica, right across from the pier. We got table service and everything. And right next to me,
$100.
Yeah, started out at $100, ended up being a lot more. And we kept going, is that Cuba Gooding in the table next to us? So we ended up really being Cuba Gooding sitting right next to us. And so our night of bottle service, we're running with the Cuba Gooding crowd.
There you go.
Yeah, right there. 2013 Cuba Gooding.
That's all it took.
Yeah.
Was $100 down.
$100, and we had that real life experience. He took pictures with us, and did shots with us. He was a wonderful
That's
guy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got tired of hearing people walk by saying, "Show me the
The
money."
money.
Yeah.
Gosh,
one
can
of
you
my
imagine
favorite
having a
movies.
catchphrase and that's all you hear for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so the reason this came to me is because I was listening to a song by TLC came on, and I started thinking, and Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and that led me to Andre Rison. And when I was working in Topeka, Kansas, I was at my condo's pool one day, and I was like, that guy looks so familiar. But why would Andre Rison be at the pool in Topeka, Kansas?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Life's gone bad, bud.
And I went to work and I was like, I swear Andre Rison is, and they're like, why the fuck would Andre Rison be in Topeka, Kansas? I'm like, I don't know, guys. 2 days later, he signs with the Chiefs.
Oh.
He was cooling his heels there, like waiting for everything to, but I was like, I knew that was Andre Rison, but just like, why would he be at my pool? Anyway, so that's what happened. Listening to TLC leads me to like one of those.
Down a
One
rabbit
of those
hole.
things.
Yeah.
What about you?
Anything? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I've
very
seen.
random.
I mean, I see people. I'm not one of those people that recognizes people.
Me
So I could see someone. I could be sitting next to them on a plane, and the last thing I'm thinking is like, "Are you famous?" Like I'm just like, "Oh, the nice guy," and then I find out later, like, "Oh shit, it was Tom Cruise." Like I mean, I don't. But I was on a plane one time, and Angela. Oh gosh,
Jolie?
the African American actress. She's like gorgeous.
Oh, I can see her. Angela.
She has great arms.
Bassett. Angela Bassett.
Bassett
Like
was
Tina Turner.
Angela Bassett was on the plane, and we like walked through first class, and I walked right by her, and I looked at her, and I was like, "Gosh, that woman is dropped it. Like that woman, that's a pretty woman." And then I go sit down, and then like we were on our way to. We were in New Orleans and flying to New Orleans. And then I read a couple days later that she was filming. She filmed that TV show in New Orleans, and I was like, "Holy shit, that was her!"
That was her.
But I didn't put it together. And then we were in New York a couple years ago. A year ago, I took Kennedy to New York City for her birthday, and Kelsey Grammer was sitting at the restaurant, like and it was that double take. Like, wait a minute, is it? And then I'm like, Kennedy, walk by. I like send the kid over to. Is it?
That's Kelsey Grammer.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Kennedy knows who Kelsey Grammer is.
Well, we like showed a picture. We were like that weird people that were like stalking, looking at the phone. And this is what he looks like.
Charles says I sat next to Ron White at a bar in Austin one time. Cool guy. Is that the comedian Ron White?
The tater salad guy.
The tater salad
He's
guy.
a fun airport bar guy.
I bet he is.
Yeah.
I bet he's just a fun bar guy.
Yeah.
I could see him being fun.
Yeah, because he's the one that's always got his whiskey. It's almost
And his cigar.
And his cigar.
I know.
Yeah, I like him a lot too. Glad to see I'm feeling better today. Thank you, Matthew. How about Saturday morning?
I guess he was watching you.
It's all about getting your system back.
That's so funny.
Back to square
Well,
one.
sometimes you have to get back home
before
things can the ship can right itself.
It felt so good to be in your own bed.
Oh my gosh, those sheets have never felt so good than when you're just I will say there's few things worse than being sick. You were sick when you're not home.
Yeah,
I remember. And this was years ago. I was covering the Fiesta Bowl, and I woke up the morning of the game. We were going to do an hour live special, and it was like that feeling of your skin hurts. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, and of course I'm 23, so I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh, I had the flu.
Yes.
And so I would we would do this. We would go live, and then in commercials I would lay down and then come back up. And I remember during the game, I was just sitting there like this, and people thought I was hungover. I was drunk, but I was just like, I just want to go.
Yeah, I'm hungover. Think it whatever you want.
Oh, but
is my face peeling off right now because it feels like it is?
Oh, did you have a treatment?
It's like on fire right now, and I'm like, why is it on fire right now? It hasn't been on fire all day, but all of a sudden my face is on fire. Yeah, I had a chemical peel.
It looks good.
My whole skin's peeling off.
No, you're not molting.
Oh my God, I'm
molting too bad.
I feel like it's on fire. I gotta have a match lit up.
I was gonna say you look 5 years younger.
Yeah.
I was gonna card you.
Done.
5 years. 5 years younger is way over the carding age.
Look
there,
at you,
Dunaway.
Co-ed you.
I know, right?
I know.
No, I got this thing, and yesterday it was like face off, like no lie. Like my entire first layer of my.
Were you teaching and you're like pulling snakes, dropping?
Remember when we used to put the glue on our hand? Did y'all do that? Put the glue on your hand, peel the glue.
I am.
That's what my face was yesterday.
Of course, Southerner. Of course, I put glue on my hand. It was entertainment before PlayStation. That's what I used to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, the longest one to date. That's the leader right now. This is the next round cocktails. We got a couple more minutes here. BlakeLee'sBouquets.com, BlakeLee'sBouquets.com for all your floral needs right there in Homewood. Tremendous people. Shelby and Edward, they've been friends for a lifetime with me now, or 18 months, whichever comes first.
It feels like it.
And also the
Feels like
Semi
a
wine today, the
lifetime.
Pinot Noir 2019. Get this wherever you buy your wines. Ask for it by name, the Semi wine. And we appreciate you guys watching. Remember, next round cocktails always here 3:30 live on a Monday. Next week, I think Lance Taylor is with us right before
Is
the
he?
holiday.
Santa.
Santa's
So
coming.
that'll be the
Santa's
special
gonna
one. Right
roll.
Hey, I have an update.
Okay.
I had a date, man.
Oh.
Look how excited she is.
Now
I
this-
love this. This
this-
makes me happy.
Now this is a great way to
I know.
to start
why
winding
are
down
we
the show.
burying the lead?
He
here?
had gas in
Here we
the
go.
car. He picked up the tab.
Okay, let's
Did he
And
have
I
fishing
didn't
poles?
straddle a fishing pole, y'all. Life's getting better.
okay, let's start.
He didn't wear swim trunks.
How did you
like,
meet him? How did you meet him?
We're not going to talk about any of that.
No, come on.
No.
Was it an app? Was it a
At least
I don't
it,
know.
but it went well.
When you fixed
It went
that?
well. It went well because she's willing to talk about it.
It went-
It's
it went
not
well.
like, okay, guys, I've got to talk.
It went well. He called the next day. I don't know what's happening. Like, he asked for my phone number.
The next day. It's too desperate. You got to wait 2 days.
Oh, stop.
Isn't that the rule?
Aren't we
I'm
beyond
too
that?
old
Okay.
for that crap.
I was going to say, you reach a certain point in life.
Actually, we have now been on 3 dates.
I love it.
Wow, since
Same
last
guy.
week?
No,
3
no,
days
no,
since
no.
last
It's
week?
been no.
Oh, it's a magical third date. Tell
I
me
don't
more.
know. I don't
Tell me more. Magical third date.
Nope.
Three.
But it's good. It's
Listen
good.
to you.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
see. He's got plenty of time. I mean, plenty of time for to screw it up.
No,
But
no.
It's good so far. He has a job.
Good kisser?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. See, you keep asking questions.
I
Eventually you get the
know.
answer.
You were like, Brittany.
Former
So-
football
give,
player.
give him
Former
something.
football
Give
player.
him something.
We have stuff to talk about, man.
Yeah, because he's a
We
former
talk
football
about
player.
football. Yeah.
Okay.
We
And
talk
that
about
helps.
Football.
So
Yeah.
better pecs than mine, is what you're saying.
I mean, I haven't
If he
seen
was a
yours,
kicker, it
but
doesn't matter. I mean,
if he's a
you're not
kicker,
a
he's got better
kicker.
pecs than mine.
offensive line,
Okay.
Ooh, big boy.
Smart.
smart.
Because
Mhm.
lineman, offensive
he's a
linemen
center.
are my
So he's a
favorite.
center.
Protector. He was a center.
Yeah, centers are smart ones.
Really?
Yeah.
They are because I mean I would always choose offensive linemen to interview if I
Yeah.
could.
Really?
Yeah, because they can
Former
tell you all
center.
about the offense.
Younger,
Younger.
Even
because I got a chemical peel when I lived
Younger.
5 years younger.
can't find a good one.
Whoop.
Can't find a good
I'm a
mid-range
cruiser.
one. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
He's
He's,
a
not that
center,
much
and if I
younger.
don't enunciate that right, it makes it a center. Center.
Well,
Center.
maybe he's that too.
Yeah.
But I don't
So
know.
So a good kisser.
Okay. I like it.
I know. I'll keep you updated, maybe, or maybe he's watching and now he's gonna be like, "I'm not ever
No.
going out with you again."
No,
Because you're gonna
Or
talk
this
about
is
me.
all positive. This is
I
this
know.
is Christmas Hallmark movie
So
material.
by
right
next
here.
Monday, when Lance is here, you could have reached. If you go one day to day, you can get double digits by the time you roll in here next week.
No, no, he's out of town. We're supposed to go out Friday.
Friday
So I'll have one more before next week.
Okay.
So it'll be 4, I think.
It could be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or do you just
No,
count that?
We can't do all that.
Jim,
Okay.
It's too
Jim,
much.
Come on.
Too
I know that you're all like, wait till the second day to call it. No.
No.
This is where you pace. You got to kind of like,
Okay.
but you do reach a point in life when you're older and you're dating that you're just like, either this works or this doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
here
here's-
to give you a shake, but like,
yeah.
other than that,
My flaw is that like I go out with because the bar is so low at this point. It's like fishing, but it's like, are you wearing clothes? Okay. Do you have gas? Oh, you have gas. Oh,
you have
no, you
shoes
fishing
on.
clothes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you paid. Oh, and then I'm like, woohoo! But realizing that like there could be other things that are like normal things, you know.
He must be special.
So I go
noticed the
all
pedicure.
in. I did it. I had the pedicure before we went on the date. I think. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course you did. You don't go pedicure. You don't go bad toes.
Not gonna go with
No, you gotta go.
pedicure on.
You gotta do it right.
Yeah, you got to do the nails.
Shave your
Yeah.
legs.
Anyway.
all the things.
I'm one of the girls. I know
My
what you gotta
flaw
do.
is though that if I go all in too soon and then all the shit comes out and then I'm like, oh man,
That's okay.
no. So I'm just waiting for all the.
This is a
you know.
magical, wistful time of year. So
You-
let's
you
just go
don't-
ahead and
Yeah.
enjoy
You-
the
You don't
possibility
get to
of
see his
romance.
cards until you put your cards on the table. It's
Yeah,
okay to
my
go all in.
cards. I hold my cards.
Jim, I like that.
I hold
You
my
got-
cards.
You got to put your cards on the table.
You got to put
Brittany.
your cards on the
You got to
table.
Good
know
at
when to
that.
hold them and know when to fold them. Know when to
Right.
walk away and know when to run.
That,
And Kenny Rogers,
see,
Yeah.
you want to talk about
These are
prophetic
all-
verses. That's,
all my problems.
Jim, thanks for coming and
no, I
spending
love-
time with
Oh,
Brittany and I
it's in the
because
stream.
we know that nobody wants to do this full time.
What do you mean? We spin a
so
wheel, and if you get landed,
I
you're
know,
the
if you
winner.
lose
You're
the bet. You get to
you
do
lose
that.
the bet, exactly.
You lose the bet.
No,
You lost.
not at
Bet
all.
was it because you were hungover on Saturday?
I did not lose. I enjoyed this. I can chit chat with the ladies all day long. I love this.
We enjoy it
But you,
too.
you do get a little embarrassed from time to time, don't you?
I get embarrassed like if we talk about me. I don't get embarrassed talking about you guys at all. But if we talk about me, then I get embarrassed, right?
Yeah.
That bothers me. I'll let you guys wrap it up because you have your routines and stuff. But I do want to say we started this, and we do mean it from the bottom of our hearts that we're thinking of Mike Leach and his wife Sharon and all the kids who have come and gathered in Jackson, Mississippi, and the entire Mississippi State family, 82 miles from Tuscaloosa. They're just an hour and a half away from us, and we're all one big community in the SEC. And we've been thinking about you guys a lot since Sunday, and that's how we started this off. And I'll just end with that message there. That's why Brittany is decked in state gear today. And as the hashtag says, health state forever.
Yeah.
We're all in this. So we appreciate you guys so much. So you guys are
Health
awesome
state.
people. And I won't see you before Christmas. So Merry Christmas
Merry
to you guys.
Christmas, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Happy New
It's
Year.
a Christmas miracle. So thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you. And Fade Shelby.
Fade Shelby, want to thank Constellation Brands for providing us with our wonderful beverage, the Simi.
Yeah, we have one more
which we have
sip.
enjoyed very much. And we want to thank Blakelee's Bouquets as always. I'll take mine here.
Is that bad luck that I already? I don't know.
No, it's
Whatever.
good. It's good. But
I don't
thank
need
you so
any
much,
bad
guys.
luck.
And next week, I guess, is our special Christmas episode with
Yeah, sure.
Santa Lance.
We'll sing or
So,
something.
okay. Well, thanks, guys. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.